Hello everybody and welcome along. I'm Ryan, a tutor at First Intuition Reading and Southampton, and this is...
Hi, I'm Ginny and I'm a tutor in First Intuition in London and in Birmingham.
So this podcast is about the changes that have been made to the ICAEW materials. So Ginny, what has changed to the ICAEW materials?
Well, we've gone paperless, Ryan, and that's great news. So then having to have all your books and materials in front of you in hard copy and sort of trip over them as you're lugging them to and from college, those days are gone. We've gone digital.
So why did they do this? Isn't there enough change this year? We've got new exam software, data analytics coming into audit and CR. We've got advanced information coming into the corporate reporting paper. There's so much change. Why this as well?
Well, you put your finger on it right there, Ryan, that the exam software has changed. So we've now got computerized exams with greater functionality. So it makes sense that actually your learning materials mimic the environment of the exam. So it makes sense to practice doing the things you're going to have to do on the day. Electronic based exams, electronic based learning materials.
Yeah, I guess that does make sense. So what do students actually get?
Well, you've got material that comes from two places. You've got ICAEW materials and you've got your FI content. So if we look at each of those together, from the ICAEW side, we've got a workbook. Now, those of you who've either been studying for a while now or who have colleagues around you, that's what used to be called the study manual. But a workbook it's much more active and it contains more examples and questions. And then we've got the full ICAEW question bank, which is chock full of past exam questions. And the best way to practice what you're going to be doing on the day is by practicing those questions. Great and nice and easy to search. If your tutor's setting a question, you can now find it more easily without going, what page are we on? Don't know about you, Ryan, I was generally chatting to my mate at that point. So I was then constantly looking around going, where are we? Now, as long as I can get the title, I can type it in the search function and away we go. And then I can annotate and highlight and colour in all of my electronic learning materials.
Wow, so easy to navigate. I've heard there's little buttons as well, so I can get to the answer really quickly. So none of this ruler in the back of the book anymore, and all of my bits of stationery scattered through the book while I'm trying to turn back and forth with the answer in the question paper.
Absolutely. And again, that fact that, not only you don't need your ruler in the middle, you're not carrying them around to begin with, because, most of us are attached at some point to our devices, our tablets or our mobile phones. You can access them from those devices.
Oh, so that whole thing where, sir, I've lost my question bank or I've left my question bank at home, that's a thing of the past. You can access these things anytime, anywhere.
Absolutely. Show me a student that hasn't got their mobile phone somewhere about their person, right? There is no excuse now. I don't have to photocopy things for you. You have access to all of those things.
Nice. Now, what we do with the First Intuition course notes then?
Well, actually, they've not changed in the fact that they've always been available in two formats. So you've always had a hard copy and a soft copy, sort of a PDF version. That's not different. And the reason that we're continuing with the hard copy is that for the open book exams, so that's the business planning suite of papers, corporate reporting and strategic business management, you can take any hard copy materials you'd like. Ryan, I should just say those subject to space requirements, those brackets. So it makes sense for you to annotate those and you can take those with you. And again, for active learners, it gives you a chance to scribble on them, highlight, colour and practice within those materials.
Oh, nice. So that takes us then to the permitted text, the tax tables, the audit standards. What's going on with these? I've had many students contact me saying that they wish it was paper copy still, and they want to highlight it, colour it in, put sticky tabs in it because that's what their colleagues did.
Absolutely. And if I had £1 for every student that came to class with a beautifully tabbed up and highlighted set of open book materials but still couldn't tell me what was in there, I would be very, very rich. So in summary, for TC and audit and assurance, you have access to the content electronically, and then on the day of the exam you have access to a clean unannotated version which you can search using PDF search functions. For other papers, you have access to those via the electronic bookcase. The financial reporting standards, however, is outside of that. That still comes to you in hard copy.
So that IFRS book, they're still going to risk getting paper cuts and stuff, but us with the audit and tax people, none of that paper cut business. We're searching online instead.
No paper cuts at all in audit and assurance. And
so you say in the exam you're getting a brand new, clean, searchable copy. Yep. So I've got my copy just here in front of me, never far away from my audit standards book, all labelled up, well highlighted. You fancy a challenge? I'm
up for a challenge, Ryan.
Let's see who can find a concept of your choice. I'll make it fair to you.
Okay.
Of your choice. I'm going to use the book. You're going to use the online access, the digital copy, and we'll see who gets there first.
Okay, I'm just going to share my screen, Ryan, because I don't want you to accuse me of cheating. Good. So here we go. So here's my super duper digital copy. Right, I'm going to go for something that I know crops up in short form questions, and I know quite often students are then desperately flicking through their standards book, and I am going to go for provision of second opinions, Ryan.
Second opinions, I know it well. It's in this book somewhere.
In the book somewhere. So I'm going to count you down. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, just opening it up. 3 pages in is my contents page. I know I've sticky tabbed it somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Down the sticky contents page.
Code of Ethics.
Part 9 of this book. Part 9 of this book, the ICAEW Code of Ethics. I know it's in there somewhere. That's in part 9 of this book. Turning to part 9.
Ryan.
Part 9, page 1,300. 1,300 gives me the ICAEW Code of Ethics. The contents page of the ICAEW Code of Ethics puts this in section B. Second opinions, page 133. So I did need to know it was in the ICAEW Code of Ethics there, I guess. Now in page 1330. There it is, everybody. There it is. Thank you very much. And Ginny, how are you getting on?
I've been finished a while now, Ryan. So I've finished. I would have answered the question and probably moved on to the next one by now. And you can see that it's one of my favourite sections. I've already highlighted it, and I can make a little note next to it. There we go. Look, so I've said, look, these are really useful rules, Ryan.
Okay.
Have you not got that?
It's easily navigated. I think you've proven that point. I like that. So, advanced level and BPT papers, the exams, they're completely open book, I hear. So this means that the students can take in their entire workbooks and search anything that they need to search in those books. So it's like having their entire textbook navigatable in the exam. Absolutely.
So, with all your notes, and you can search through annotations, you can search your own notes within the books as well. So, absolutely, and it saves you sort of sitting there going, where in these 1,700 pages of the corporate reporting workbook might I find this useful nugget?
That's amazing. Well, I know the exams aren't particularly factual, but that's certainly going to be helpful when the examiner throws the odd unusual term at you and you need to find it quickly. Because again, going through these books does turn out to be a lot more inefficient than using control find. So you've got me there. I like that a lot. So Ginny, what are the other benefits then? I know you can navigate it quickly, but hit me with your other benefits.
Okay, I'm going to take a deep breath for this, Ryan, because there's quite a lot here. So,
saving 262 tonnes of paper every year, instant access, any device, no need to carry around your books and your notes will be synchronised, that's your annotations across all of your devices once you then resync them, download them to access when you're offline, annotate, highlight, search within the notes that you've made, access past exam questions directly from your question bank, access your materials and use search functions during open book exams. Digital format means if you're a research student, you're more easily supported, automatically accessing the latest version of learning materials, functionality that allows you to navigate sections very quickly, use the text-to-speech or speed reader very quickly, and you can even listen at bedtime.
Listen at bedtime, brilliant. Oh, wow, thanks for that. So basically, if a student desires a paper-based book, it's a bit like wanting to wash the dishes by hand rather than use a dishwasher.
Absolutely, or going out for a run with a piece of string to measure how far you've run rather than your Strava watch.
Or wanting to use an abacus rather than a calculator.
Absolutely, or forgetting my diary because I've left it at home when I've actually got an Outlook on my phone.
So finally, how do we access the ICAEW learning materials?
Okay, so once you've booked your ICAEW course, you'll then get a license to be able to access those e-materials. That'll be emailed to you. You simply then click on the redeem link and you'll have access to Bibliu, and Bibliu is the functionality that I showed you with my superior, I think we can agree, Ryan, audit standards. and you access those via your ICAEW login. Easy peasy.
Wow, I'm convinced. Thanks, Ginny. And thank you, everybody, for listening to this. It's goodbye from me.
And bye, everybody. Good luck.
Good luck. Bye-bye.